Hi, what up, people? My name is Fikelu Jelabi. I am the founder of the Christian dating card game Inside Out. And I'm sure you're wondering what inspired this card game. So I just generally felt that there was a need for Christians to date more intelligently and intentionally. That way, you get to make better, more informed decisions while dating. So today we're going to be having a series of blind dates. 2 guys and 3 girls will be having in-depth conversations and getting to know each other better. The card game consists of 80 plus questions. So the game has several categories and they would help each participant to get to know each other on a deeper level. So join us and get ready.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
What's your name?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Dekola.
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
Cynthia.
Well, what do I do?
Okay.
I'm a lawyer, and I don't say that with, the way people say I'm a lawyer. No, it's what I do. But there are other things I do.
What specifics? Because I know they are different.
They're different. For now, corporate commercial and working in tech consulting.
Okay.
My age? I'm 31.
Okay. Over to me now, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess. I'm 29.
29.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a fashion designer,
Okay, nice.
wardrobe stylist,
Mm-hmm.
a realtor, and I'm
Uh,
facility manager.
A woman of many trades and talents. Nice to meet you.
Yes. I'm still trying now.
You're
I've not
trying.
gotten there yet, but I know I'll get there.
Don't worry,
I'm
don't
still
worry.
climbing the ladders.
Yeah, don't worry. You're working at it to work.
So the first one I have here is about career. Do you think tertiary education is necessary for an individual to be successful? What's your take on that?
No, not really. Especially in today's context, right? Education has taken a very different dynamic, especially post-pandemic, right? There's so many courses that people can do online.
True.
And Udemy, and for anyone who's looking to do online courses, they know where to find them.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't need to spend 4 years at an institution to learn something before you're relevant in today's world. I think it's a lot more dynamic than that.
True, I also agree with that. But it's very important to have background knowledge, at least marks, high
Yes.
school
Yes,
marks.
yes.
At least be able to read and write.
High school. Please, of course. How do you know if they're teaching you? People don't know how to count, but they know how to count money.
Yeah, true. I agree with you on that. So my second question,
Okay.
this one has to do with Christian journey. Okay, what is your take on serving or volunteering in church? And have you ever served in a church?
Well, yeah. It's very important to serve at church. I think it's something I didn't do when I couldn't quite understand it when I was much younger. I used to go to Redeemed,
Okay.
and I used to tell people a certain musician used to go to my church back then, and people would be like, "You're lying," but anyway, that's on the side. He was an usher. Whiskey. But serving in church has been something I threw myself into in 2016. I think that was the first time I got to understand that it was a privilege to serve God. I didn't quite know how I fit in, but I think it was when I got to church in England, that's when I just threw myself into everything. So wherever they needed help, I was there. Except kids. That was the only department I didn't work at. Not because I have
What
anything
unit?
against kids.
Sorry.
Yeah?
What unit?
No, children.
Oh, okay.
Except children. That was the only, yeah.
Okay.
It's not like I wouldn't have gone if they needed me, but they didn't need me. They needed me elsewhere, in other places.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I still do, even now. And but yeah, how about you?
As for me, I started serving recently.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm always a bench warmer, but it's not like I have my personal relationship with God. But it's just that I have this issue of mingling with people.
Okay.
So I'm always in my own shell.
Oh.
So it was actually when I even came to Relevant or
Okay.
it's not like I actually joined. I think it was even somebody, they wanted me to help them do something, and they wanted me to like be the usher. I was like, okay, no problem. And since then I started doing it, and I actually like it. And I, as you said, it's a privilege to serve God, and it's actually making me even come out of my shell, dig it, and relate with people based on spirituality and other phases of life.
So you would you say that your hairstyle is suited to hide, or just makes you feel safe and cozy?
My hairstyle.
Yeah, because you can just sort of like hide behind just like.
I'm not tortoise now. I'm not tortoise. I can hide this much. No, it has nothing to do with my hairstyle. It's just how.
It's just how.
Yeah.
Okay, so next time it's go straight. Don't mind me, please.
Yeah, you actually have a good sense of humor. I like it. The third one is personal development.
Okay.
It says, name 5 things that make you your happiest self.
5 things. Well, I've never had to count. I think that's 5 things that make me happiest self. Do you have your own 5 things? I'll answer first. You two, you're still thinking.
I was thinking.
Fair enough. Food. Oh God, I love food. Like there's, I love good food. Not just any. I love good food. That's certainly one thing that makes me happy. I love my family. And this cuts across friends that become family and everyone else I meet along the way that I take to be family. Family is very important to me. Then these are in no particular order, just as they come to my head. Which one again? I think this would be number 1, right? Knowing that I'm where God needs me to be. I think that's one of the most satisfying things I can, or feelings. It's not really based on of a feeling, but satisfying conditions of the heart to be in. Because even when things are difficult, I know that I am good. I know that I'm cared for, and all that nice stuff that if you read your Bible, you'll find. And okay, so number 3? Number 4?
Number 5.
Number 4.
Yeah, I think you mentioned like 4 already.
Have I mentioned 4?
Yeah.
So food, family,
friends.
No, okay, no, family and friends are
okay,
together.
together.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
then number 4. Then.
Okay, so that's number 4 now. Wow, this is tough. I love exploring, and I think just getting to see a new place, smell new smells, and I mean good smells, not the bad ones. Good places, not the bad places. Well, in fact, where is even good or where is bad, except God is the one that determines what's good. So yeah, it's all within that, right? Then I think maybe the last one would be I love to work out, but I haven't been able to do so properly since March last year. So yeah, I'm learning to cope with not being upset about it every now and then, but yeah, I think that's it. So I think you've had more than enough time for your own 5.
Okay, I don't think I've even thought about it. Okay, 5 things that make me my happiest self. I also like food. Everybody knows in church I'm a foodie. I like food.
Yeah.
And I also liked the fact that I'm in a good place with the source. Yeah. Like now I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I know the directions to get, because I just don't do things based on my own what word would I use to qualify that? I don't do things just without thinking or just doing it because other people are doing it. Yeah. I just like the relationship that I am with God. And I love my family too as well. And me too, I'm this kind of person that I used to carry. I'm not that friendly. I'm not that friendly. But once you're my friend, I'll carry you on my head like you're my sister. I'm that kind of person.
Yeah.
So it takes time for me to like give you access to have to observe, study, and I want to know you for you. You don't have to pretend.
Yeah.
Even if you are the type that have anger issue, I will still love you, but I'll just know how to manage.
Yes.
Dig. So that's number 3. Then what else again?
I think on that, the cards have done a good job by opening you up because considering that we're just meeting, you're not like.
I think. What else? I think just those ones. They're not up to 5. I will just stop from there. Is that
And
okay?
up to 5. Okay, I mean, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, this is another Christian journey. If either of us are called into ministry, what would be your response? And is this a deal breaker for you?
Well, that'll be interesting because I think at some point in my life I've probably been called to ministry.
Nice.
Well, the capacity I'm not too sure. I'm not so sure, but I definitely know that there's a call on my life at some point to go into ministry full time. At least, yeah.
So is it a deal breaker for you? Like, can you get married to a priest or a pastor?
No, it's not a deal breaker for me.
It's not a big deal breaker
No,
for you.
it's not,
Okay.
it's not. Oh, this is interesting. Love and intimacy. How would you describe the feeling of being in love?
Me, I'm a lover girl. I love love. I love love. How would I? I don't know. Like sometimes words cannot even just describe how. It's just there's so much going on. Like the emotions. I like to like go out of my way to satisfy the person that I love. And I'm not the type that attach, like always attaching you everywhere you go. I might give you your space because even me too, I like my space too as well. But okay, there is no but. Sorry, excuse my but.
See?
I really don't even know the right words to use to you know.
Okay, but you love love.
I love love.
Okay.
I love love. That's the bottom line. I love love.
How did you, look, the feeling of being in love, I don't know. And I'm being very honest. Like I don't know what the feeling of being in love is.
So you've never loved?
I have experienced those things that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
But maybe because of again my experiences, I feel the feeling of being in love is I've jumped straight to the point of duty as opposed to just the emotions of that I feel good or this person makes me feel good. What if they don't make you feel good? What if the fact that because the person you allow get closest to you is the one who's going to definitely annoy you the most when they decide to annoy you. So when you're not feeling it, you're not going to say, I don't feel like loving you anymore.
But you notice the people that you love most that annoy you the most.
Yes, exactly. So for me, the feeling of being in love, and not to negate those feelings, they're nice and they're there for a reason, right? But I choose to think beyond or see it past that point. Like when it's tough, can I go through this? Am I prepared? And I think for me, it really boils down to if God is with me, then yeah, sure. I have the capacity to do it. If He's not there with me, I'm not going forward.
That means you love with your head and not with your heart.
Yeah, I think, yeah. I used to love in my heart before, but
Wow.
not doing that again. Never.
Breakfast. Plenty
Uh,
breakfast. Okay.
it wasn't plenty. It was just a healthy helping of one.
Oh, okay.
Um, then, okay, so this is interesting. Personal and development. What is one thing about yourself that you're currently trying to improve on? Hmm.
Boldness.
Boldness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very withdrawn.
Okay.
I don't like to be in the spotlight all the time.
Considering all the many things that you do.
and I know that I'm still going to venture into other things later on. And I know that if I know I want to do some kind of thing, I need to learn how to be bold, how not to be timid, and yeah. So I'm working on that. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I boldness is something I can appreciate. One needs help with. It's not something I necessarily struggled with as a child because I've always been the outgoing extrovert. I would introduce myself first, but I've experienced moments of not being so bold, and yeah, I can appreciate that. Myself, what am I trying to improve on? There are many. There are many, and I think the one that's most important is walking in power. You know, walking with God or so intimately with Him that, you know, when you hear stories that someone walked into a room and people just started crying. I'm not saying I want people to be crying when they enter a room, but someone walked into a room and there was this fragrance that just filled the air and there was peace everywhere. I want to be so intimate with God that He walks with me and His presence is felt everywhere I am, even after I've left. So I think that's, yeah, and I know every other thing comes from there. So I think that's it for me. Yeah. So yeah, I think this was nice.
Yeah.
At least you got to open up and not shut me out. Thankful for the cards. They did their work.
Yeah, it's great meeting you.
Well, it was nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Again. Hello.
Hi,
So, what's your name?
my name is Malisi.
Malisi.
Yeah,
Oh, they call her.
that's a nice name.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I like your hair.
Thank you.
Blonde.
Yes,
Was it a spontaneous decision or you just
came up.
came up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Feel free to relax.
Thank you.
You good?
Of course.
Okay. So I know we have quite a number of questions to get through. Thankful for this game. These are not things I would think of to ask normally, especially on the first time meeting someone. So, yeah, I would start and you go next, right?
But you can just tell me what you do.
Okay, what do I do?
Yes.
I am a lawyer by day.
I almost said that.
You almost guessed
I almost
it.
said, oh, you're a lawyer.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer and by day.
Wow.
I'm a primetime foodie by night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I love food, yes. It's a very important part of my life.
Prime time thing was
Yeah, primetime, yes.
top notch.
Yeah, top notch. It has to be, it's a premium. Except when I'm fasting, oh God. God will help me with that one because fasting can be a bit tough. But yeah, I am. What else about myself? I'm a very easygoing person. Yeah?
You do your best.
I do my best. Yes, thank you. You know, when someone said, so what do you do? I do my best. I was like, I should have used that when that mattered. But yeah, how about you?
Okay. I am an actor
Okay.
and a scriptwriter. And then I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
So I make northern dishes.
Northern
I'm from
dishes.
the north, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wait, where? Where
Adamawa.
about? Adama. Oh, interesting. Nice.
Thank you.
I don't think I've met anyone from Adama before.
Thanks to God you met
Oh,
me.
yes. And I'm sorry, your name
Malisi.
Malisi. Okay, what does it mean?
God keeps.
Wow. That's
That's actually the short form of my name.
that's a short form. What's the full name?
Malisi Farda.
Malisi Farta. No, just say it. No, say.
Malisi Farda.
Malisi Farta.
Yes.
Okay, wow, nice.
So the Farda is God in my tribe.
Okay.
Yes.
And the language was
Ganda.
Ganda. Wow. I think this is the first time I'm hearing
Of course.
Ganda as a language.
Oh God, I know.
Usually I'll be there saying, "Oh, Nigeria, we have 500 plus languages," and like, but I don't even know.
Don't even know.
Yeah. Well, okay. I mean, because we are using God, I know that we'll stick with the God.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
problem.
for now, right?
Yes.
So, well, chivalry is not dead. So, ladies first.
All right. So this is for personal development,
Okay.
and it says, when was the last time you remember feeling at peace and why?
Oh, so straight to deep end.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see water surface is all the way up there, and I'm down here. I am okay. Last
The
time
last time.
I felt feeling of peace.
Yeah.
I think it was this morning, actually. There's a song I listened to that really reflects where or how I view my relationship with God. And it's quite popular. If it's called Pure by Abby Gamboa.
Yeah.
It's upper room. So that's me. I think that the song really just describes how God and I are together. And when I hear it, or when I listen to it, it just brings out what needs to be brought out before Him. But yeah, how about yourself?
So, I'm trying to remember.
Okay, take your time.
So I'd say mine was, should be like last week. Yeah, last week. So my dad was operated on.
Oh wow.
Yes. And, I feel like I was supposed to be, running Helter Skelter because you're not in Lagos.
Okay.
And then so I have to like do all the calling and everything. But at some point, I just felt like this guy is okay. Like, why worry? You get, because he's out of the theater now. He's at home. What are you worried about? I was like, oh yeah, that's true. That's true. And it just went. I don't know. It just went like that. Like nothing ever happened. I was like, oh yeah, God is really working in my heart. Yeah, that's the last time I would say I can remember. I felt at peace.
Oh, that's. I mean, I don't want to ask for timelines, but that's amazing, and I'm glad he's a lot better now. He is, yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
That's good.
because I can be a warrior sometimes.
Don't worry. This Bible says, "Do not worry about tomorrow. For tomorrow will worry
Yes.
about itself." Right? And
Sometimes you're just gonna help life situations.
man, see, there are times where I've decided. I think it was that there's no scriptural, right? But this guy really is the energy he gave is the sort of faith we're supposed to have in God. Where he says, "This life, the only thing remaining for me now enjoyment." Any money where I get like this, now enjoyment. And the beauty of it is, the thing is, anytime I have before God should satisfy me. And it doesn't necessarily translate to money,
Yeah.
although money is good.
Of course, it's
Money is
needed.
good. I won't know, like, money is good.
We need it now. It's needed.
Everyone is going to say money is the root of everything. They don't know what they're talking about.
It's not the money
love.
now. It's the love.
Yeah, it's the love of money. Okay. So I think Christian journey. You're already thinking. I'm not giving you the question. You already relax. What was relax in your language in Uganda?
Do I know?
Don't worry.
I'm sure I can really speak.
Don't worry. It's okay. You understand, Abby?
Yes.
You're better than me. I don't understand you.
Oh wow.
Shh.
Wow. They recorded it.
When was your first encounter with Jesus Christ? Explain in detail. Oh, okay, you know this one now.
No, I like the way you said explain it,
Yeah, okay.
I know detail will follow.
Okay.
Okay. So, I can't say this was the particular day, but let me just make it short. I would say each time I have an encounter with God is when I read the Word. Sometimes when I'm like going through phases of my life, or when I just need answers for certain things, I just go to the Word. I might not really get it all the time, because after reading I'll still be like, I'm more confused.
Your very first time?
Oh yes, my very first time. I'm honestly trying to remember.
And it shocks me when people say, I remember the year, the date,
the
when I gave my life to Christ at the time. I'm like, wow, I'm happy for you. I am happy for you.
I really cannot remember.
Yeah, I can't relate.
I really cannot remember, but it was years before now, though.
It was years.
Yes.
I think my earliest memory was I was 6 years old, and so go to Redeemed, and so we went to the front. So they said this whole, I just remember them saying, if you want to give your life to Jesus. After the message I heard, so I remember going down to the front, and I just, knelt down and tried to bend my body or contort my body in the most pious way I could, because I believed, the more you did it, the more God was going to answer you. I don't know how wrong I was, but I was 6. What did I know?
Yeah.
And it was good, but I think subsequently I kept going out because I thought it was like a subscription you needed to renew every time, not knowing that you give your life once.
Yeah.
So I think I would say, that was my first encounter.
So I have a question here.
Okay.
And it's based on career.
Okay.
What is your retirement plan, and have you started planning it?
Well,
I just realized I'm going to answer these questions.
Ladies first.
The question is for you.
Okay, fair enough. What is my retirement plan? Honestly, I don't have a retirement plan yet. I have an idea of where God is taking me, and I have some inclination as to what that would look like. But if there's any plan at all, it's to follow Him. I think, and I can't go wrong there, because it's not a follow in the absence of applying oneself. It's you follow, but at the same time, you use your brain. God gave us brains to think. You study, you learn, how to multiply money. How do I increase my wealth? How shrewd am I in business? How do I ensure that there's a long-term plan toward this thing that I'm building? And it's often God who will even lead us to build those things. So God's plan is always generational. And if we actively participate in that those things will find their place. It's a given. But to say I know what it is right now, I can't say for sure. But just to give a brief overview, I know owning property will be in it. I know recurrent revenue from that stream of real estate will be in there somewhere. Businesses, going concerns that would, eventually be able to run on their own and have people doing that. So those are the sort of things. And of course, we talk about the more sophisticated stocks, shares, bonds, and all those financial instruments.
Wow.
But yeah.
Awesome. I'm supposed to answer this question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I would say I haven't started any retirement plan yet.
Don't worry, we're in the same boat.
Because I haven't even thought about that. Funny enough.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about that. But I just know that, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'll be okay. This just reminds me of when I was talking to a neighbor one day, and we're supposed to get something together, and I just checked my time. Like, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I have prayer by this time. And the person just said, I don't know if the person said it angrily or it just came out. And he was like, why do you act like an old woman? And I'm like, old woman, how? He said, oh, you're taking this, your Christian thing too serious. Like, you're constantly just... For old people, when they work and they're done, they just give their lives to, religion. I'm like, is that a retirement plan? Is that a retirement plan or what? At first, I wanted to, it kind of made me feel bad when he said it, why? But along the line, I just had to understand why he said that, and then God just made me see the light on what he said. That I thank God someone is even seeing my journey. Like, I know I'm progressing. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I'm going to work on that. That's basically all I can even say.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I just know I'll be fine.
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Honestly, we'll be okay. I mean, we're just starting out, right?
Yeah.
There's, okay, you're doing your 9 to 5. There's already pension that's going inside there. Or you're running your business. You have savings. You started.
Yeah.
So let's not go and carry. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. It's maybe when you get to like 50, and you're now. I think then it's okay to kill yourself. I'm not saying that. It's just that. I mean, you should have one by now.
So.
Yeah. And so I would like to ask. Oh, this is interesting. Love and intimacy.
Okay.
Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Does ethnicity or race matter in deciding who to marry?
I'm not sure. Race, I'm not sure. But you just have to be of the same faith with me. Yeah, I don't think race should be a problem.
Okay, so you don't mind having, like I saw on Instagram recently, there was this black guy, he has blue eyes, and his wife, she's white, she has brown eyes. No, well, dark brown, like standard all of us.
Yeah.
But their kids, some of them light skin, some dark, but they all have blue eyes, right?
Blue eyes is actually cute.
It's cute, right? So you don't mind that one. So this is what I was just getting at. So just like race, it's like, I don't know, but blue eyes, please let my boy be like Michael Ealy. I mean, eye colors are nice.
Yes.
They're nice. But I mean, I used to once upon a time. Those were like things I used to carry on my head. I'm going to marry one, a very exotic. I'll go and find.
Right.
But now it really boils down to, babe, I had this dream. This is what I feel God is saying. Say, okay, well, let's pray about it. Not, you'll be okay. Don't worry. What am I supposed to do with that?
Should I?
What am I supposed to do with you? You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. Really?
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
It will go.
Ah.
I feel like when we were young, like we had a lot of unrealistic things that we needed in a partner. You know, when I was growing up, I used to love white people.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was one of my goals. Like I'm going to get married to the right person.
My Brad Pitt, Liam Hemsworth.
Just be white. I don't care what you do. Just be white. I'll get married to you. But later I was like, do you really want to?
Man.
So we kind of had to like, you know, re-strategize and say, oh, this is what I need, this is what I don't need. So I mean, they're negotiables and they're non-negotiables. And for me, that's like, no, you can just be fine. Like, I mean, you don't have to be ugly, just be fine.
Don't be ugly, but God, monkey no fine.
Oh no.
I like
No, not that.
Yeah, no, I know that's not what you're doing, but I'm just teasing.
What is one major traumatic experience you have had, and what effort have you made to heal from it? That's deep.
Can we cut?
Or do we need tissue?
There's no tissue, no need for tissue. I think the most traumatic experience I've had was a breakup. And considering that I lost my mom before, I think that's a different sort of trauma, right? But there's a peace that came with that. This one, I didn't have peace with it for a long time. But I do now. I do. It was a couple of years, but I do now. And I think, I don't know how best breakfast should be served, but
there's no best way to
there's
serve
no
it.
best way to serve it.
Anyhow it was.
Yeah, and I think even from that, I don't think there are times where I thought I handled it well and I tried to move on and probably just ended up hurting other people as well. So, that's been my version.
That's awesome.
Et toi?
Okay. Well, for me, the ones I can remember, I would say I've gone through like traumatic experiences twice. The first one is, so I just want to say, I feel like Nigerians generally
we live in trauma. Trauma is our second habitat.
we love it.
We love it. Say, how's there no traffic?
Like, how come?
How come the road is too free?
When you pass the last man, doesn't stop you. Like, why this guy?
Why this last man not stop me? Why did the government make this third mainland so smooth? It needs some.
And then let there be traffic.
Let there be traffic. Oh God will save us.
So first of all, I would say in the hands of my mom.
Okay.
Yes. I don't know if I can go.
You can just keep it light.
Or,
I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah. So she made my childhood was okay. Yeah, but there are times that I just feel like she constantly, just compare me and like say my mates and all that, and she doesn't do it in a loving way, like. So it got so bad that I attempted suicide in the house. Like, why do you do this? Let me not just really go into details. Yeah, and then the second one is when I was in a very toxic relationship. But because that was my first relationship, that was the only thing I knew. I felt like, oh, this is how people love. To get, and I was constantly abused, but I felt, okay, I probably did this. So I tried to, just make it look like sometimes it's my fault, sometimes it's his fault. But at the end of the day, I had to run for my life. And so the way I hid from my mom's own was when they left Lagos, I had to I went for, say, a particular seminar that they talked about that, and I don't know, I just started crying. Like, that was when I felt like this woman did this to me. And after that, I tried to constantly call her, because there was a drift between me and her. I had to like constantly call her, check up on her, even though our conversation might not be that lengthy. Just say, how are you doing? Fine. Okay, this, that, and I'm off. And then for the other one, I also had to, go for relationship
Therapy.
not therapy per
Counseling.
se, but just say conferences where they talk about stuff like this and how you can heal. And gradually, I think that one took me a while before I even recovered. And the annoying part is, like, I still have to see the person. Like, I'm seeing the person. Yeah, but I mean, along the line, say a year plus, I was just fine.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
And well done.
Thank you.
God has been good.
Yeah, of course.
Healing,
My faith journey too
is-
also helped me. If not,
I think believers, we tend to just take everything as, oh, this is the word, right? And just run with it. But there's an active part we have to play. Like you said, you attended seminars and you had to call. So there are things that need to be done. You can't just do it from your room. Father, I pray, just name, heal me, amen. But no, you're still hurting and you're upset and you're in pain and you hurt someone else. So that's good.
And then I just had to, like, I feel like sometimes there's ignorance. She might not know that, this thing I'm doing is really hurting this lady, because their generation is different from ours, So I just try to give her.
People are so soft.
Yes.
Yeah. I heard the two heads one very well growing up as a child. Do they have two heads? The people who are coming first in that, do they have two heads? And you don't tell something like that to someone like me who has a very active imagination.
So imagine.
I was imagining two heads. You ask me that question long enough, I'll tell you, yes, they do have two heads, because in my head now I see two heads.
Oh Lord.
When they answer questions in class, those are the two heads. But yeah, okay. So, last card. Are you ready?
Yes.
Sure? Okay. Love and intimacy. What is the first thing you noticed about me when we first met? Well,
Am I supposed to go first?
yeah, ladies first. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Be gentle, please. I'm sensitive.
Are you still trying to heal?
No, I'm playing.
Okay. Did I really notice anything? I know. Yeah, I did.
Jesus is Lord.
Okay, I was just joking. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Should I say this?
Just make it quick.
So we can move on.
Yes.
So, what I noticed first was your appearance.
My appearance.
Yeah, your body structure.
My body structure. Thank you. Okay.
That's not that.
There's something to work with.
It's not that
strong.
I
Thank you. First thing I noticed was your hair.
Oh.
And like I'd mentioned before, I actually went blonde some December 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago now. Well, yeah. And I spontaneously decided to do it in traffic. I was in traffic, I was stuck at the toll gate. I was on my way to Lekki and I just said, you know what? I'm going blonde.
Wait.
So I drove from... See, I can be funny like that, especially when it comes to like my looks, right? I won't wear a dress. You won't see me wearing stuff like that.
No
But
skirt.
I can't. No, a skirt. No. But you see me experimenting with looks from time to time. But blue, purple,
It's not your color.
no. So yeah, first thing. Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed.
Thank you. My hair is always obvious.
It is always obvious.
Keeps me out every time.
Yeah, it's a good thing now.
People notice me instantly. Like I'm saying, hey, I'm here.
if you like, don't be looking for it to find you. Because I mean, you know, you're blonde and you're tall.
Oh.
Okay, so I think
It's a wrap.
Okay, well, this was very nice. It was a pleasure to meet you. Now I know Ganda. At least something. What's hello in Ghana? What's goodbye in Ghana?
Do I know?
Okay, it doesn't matter. Hey, you don't know that. Let's pretend like I didn't ask. Okay, it was nice to meet you.